Hey all, Robbins Nation. Welcome to class 5 of our CoFIT-20 CoFIT-20 series. So we are doing 20 classes. Today is going to be all about this guy, our chair. So many of you have been working from home and maybe not having the most ideal sitting conditions and office conditions. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to do a short little routine that is going to help get you moving through your day. And you know, sitting is the new smoking. It is ruining our spine. So, and there's actually research out there showing that in the sitting position, our spines have the our spines have the most compression during in a sitting position. So all of the things we're going to do today are to help just kind of open up the spine, get the muscles loosened up. So it's not going to be a get sweaty workout, it's more of a get moving workout. So I'm really glad that you guys are here today. I'm just going to talk for a few more minutes as we're waiting for people to come on, and I'll just wait to hear from my crew, Todd and Ryan, that everything is going smoothly, everything looks good. And also, if you have any questions during this entire routine, please just shout out in the chat. We are going to have people answering. Actually, Todd's going to be answering your questions, and especially if you have anything that hurts you. So I'm going to get to that, but this is not by any means meant to be a routine that will hurt. It should feel good. If you do have any pain during it, please put it in the chat. We will talk about modifications throughout the routine. And you know, we can get you into the office, but I'll get to that. Okay, and my phone just keeps trying to reconnect, so I do apologize for that. Okay, so just to introduce myself, my name is Holly Burns, and I know you can kind of not see me yet. I'm Holly Burns. I'm a physical therapist here at Robbins Rehabilitation East. I've been here for about 7 years, and you know, love working here. Unfortunately, recently I've been working from home, but if you've done any telehealth visits, you've been seeing my face. So this routine really has helped me just kind of get out of that slumped over position, slumped over my computer, looking at all your beautiful faces and trying to help you through your day. But this is just gonna, like I said, it's gonna help me just as much as it's gonna help you. So, like I said, if you have any pain or any issues throughout this routine, just remember that this is not meant to solve any injuries. It's not meant to diagnose any injuries. It is solely just for information and education, just to get you moving a little bit. If you do have any pain, you should be contacting a healthcare professional ASAP. But guess what? We as physical therapists are healthcare professionals, and we know all about the body. So ask me questions, ask us questions. You can come into the office. We've been taking precautions in the office, wearing masks and gloves, disinfecting everything, scheduling people further apart. And we also have the telehealth visits, which I will say that they have started offering benefits to new patients, meaning we can see you even if you're not a current patient. So yeah, so please talk to us. Our phone number is on our webpage here, 908-454-2404. We can do free evaluations, all that good stuff. I'm just going to read some comments here. All right. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining in. Okay, cool. Good. So couple more things before we get going. Like I said, this is class number 5. We're working in the chair. I'm just going to repeat that because some other people have come on. So class number 5, in the chair, getting you moving. We have also done a full body workout. We did, Todd did a foot series on Wednesday. That was pretty cool. And if you are worried about your balance or lack of strength in your feet, because we stick them in shoes all day long, you definitely want to check that one out. I did a foam rolling and lacrosse ball workout, which would be a great follow-up to today's workout. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. They're all on our Facebook page, and we're just going to continue to vary up or have a variable types of exercises on here. So, and if you have any suggestions of exercises that you would like to do, or a body part that you would like us to concentrate on, please send that in our suggestions, comment on our page, just get it to us, and we will try to put together a class for you. All right, let me see how many people are on. Got a few people on. Okay, I'm gonna get started because I wanna get moving as well. So everybody find a chair. I'll give you a quick second. A chair or the couch, it doesn't really matter, but as long as you can put your feet on the floor, that's the biggest thing. I want you to have a good stable base of support. Okay, so I'm gonna have you take a seat, and let's first just take a deep breath in and out through your mouth before we get started. Okay, so like I said, sitting is the new smoking, and it is ruining our spine, especially now. I think we're gonna have a lot of people having aches and pains from sitting, from working from home. So we wanna undo. So sitting up nice and tall, let's roll down towards the floor. I want you to start with your head, and you're gonna bend your chin to your chest, slowly roll down towards the floor. Feel every single vertebrae bending as you go down towards the floor. If you can touch the floor, great. If not, that's okay too. And we're gonna roll back up. So we're gonna do this 10 times. Go at your pace. I just want it to be nice and slow. From the chin, and roll down towards the floor, and roll back up. Now I'm gonna add something here at the top. We're gonna do a head roll. So chin to your chest, over to the side, back, other side, and come up. Okay, now chin to your chest. We're gonna repeat. This is number 3, for me anyway, if you're following along. Chin is the last thing to come up. Now we'll go the other way with our head roll. Chin to your chest, side, back, side. And let's repeat. Head down towards the floor. Come back up. Now you might realize as you're going that you get further and further towards the floor. You get closer to the floor. That's great. That means your spine's waking up and warming up. Let's roll down again. Keep breathing. So important. And other way. We're halfway through. All right, chin to your chest. This is really a good warm-up for the entire spine, which we're going to be working on today. All right, other direction. Good. Chin to your chest, roll down. And roll up. Feel like each vertebrae is separating from the one next to it, opening up. Now, if you're having any pain with this, just make it a lesser range of motion. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. We're just trying to get moving. And after this one, we're just going to do one more, and I'm cutting it like one short. But I want to make my head rolls even. Roll down to the floor. Your abs should even be working a little bit. And other direction. Good. Okay. So now we're going to work on our mid-back. It's an area that, well, first off, we get kind of hunched over, tight. And we also do not focus on rotating it all that much. So we're going to start with your hands out in front of you. You're going to actively take your one arm, you're backwards, so I'm not going to talk about right and left, but take your one arm and open it up to the back. Now, if you have a high back chair like I do, I can't get as far as I need to. So you're going to just bend the one elbow in and rotate and come back. We're going to do 5 to each side. Rotate the other direction and back. So you should feel your rib cage moving. I have my feet firmly planted so that I'm not moving my lower back. You want to really try to get it just through your rib cage. If you feel any pinching or anything through your rib cage or through your upper back, just do a lesser motion. It doesn't have to be extreme. We have one more on each side. Make sure you're breathing through this. Okay. We're going to stretch out our sides. So you're going to take one arm out and we're going to just stretch over to the side. If you have an armrest, you want to kind of pull yourself that direction. If you're just in a chair, you can kind of hold down underneath the chair and just pull yourself that direction. Just make sure you don't fall over. Sometimes those side rests are nice, they keep you held up. All right, other direction. Todd and Ryan, if you have anything to say, just shoot me a text. The words on my phone are very small. All right, other direction. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe out, in and out. And we have one more each way. Over. And other direction. Okay, take a breath. Looks like we're doing good. Okay. Next, you are going to put your arms up. If this is painful, you can just cross your arms over your chest. Either way is fine. We're going to work on, again, that mid-back. Okay, so let's roll forward. And you can go as far as is comfortable. Roll forward a little bit. And now we're going to go the opposite direction. And you're going to look up toward the ceiling and really try to feel like your mid-back is going the opposite direction of what we are normally doing all day long on this computer, okay? Again, you can have your arms crossed over your chest, that's fine too. All right, and pull forward. Don't pull on your neck. Your hands are just there as a guidance. Don't pull down and up. All right, again, down. Really roll forward, use your abs. And up. Let's do 2 more because this one feels really good. Down. And up. Breathe out, come down, last one. And up. Good. Okay. So the next one, definitely if you have shoulder issues, shoulder pain, you might want to take this one easy or just modify a little bit. So I'm just going to have you do a little stretch. I'm going to reach behind, I think that cut out a little bit. I'm going to grab the back of my chair and I'm just going to kind of twist in my opposite direction. Now you see this is a pretty extreme position for the shoulder. So I can see that could be problematic if you have shoulder issues. So you can just pull your arm back, or find something that's not so far behind you. You can even do this on a wall. If you have the wall space, just trying to find things that if you are in an office and you don't really have the opportunity to get up, that you would be able to do this in your chair. Okay, other arm. So this is really important, again, for when you're hunched over that computer, just kind of opening up that spine again. These muscles in the front get really, really tight from that position, which brings up a good point, just a little ergonomics. It would be really, really helpful to get something that raises your computer up a little bit. So up to about eye level so that you're not looking down at your computer, okay? But if you don't have that opportunity, this is gonna try to undo a lot of that stuff. Okay, so next, let's stretch your forearms out. So we're just gonna pull your arms straight out in front of you. And this, your hand is gonna pull your fingers back. And we're gonna hold this. So if you do type, you do a lot of typing or writing, these muscles get tight. All right, and I just want you to flip over and you're gonna pull the opposite direction. So now the palm of my hand is facing me and I'm just accentuating that stretch. Okay, and other arm. So now our palm is facing out. If I'm going too quickly for you, or if you don't have time to do this full workout, just remember all of these videos are on Facebook. As soon as we finish with a video, it goes up on Facebook, so you can always repeat this. And better yet, let's flip over. If you want to do this routine while you're at work, you can just pull it up at any time and just get that quick workout in. Okay, let's stretch out our neck a little bit. This is gonna feel great. Take your hand to the opposite side of your head and you're just gonna pull gently to one side. This is not an extreme stretch. You have a lot of nerves that come through here, so we just wanna gently pull those muscles just to get a light stretch. And I'm going directly to the side because I'm gonna change up the angle in just a second. Okay, so now I want you to stay to the side, but just turn your head down a little bit. Same thing, gentle, gentle pull. It's more of like an encouragement pull than a pull with all your might pull. Those muscles don't need a lot to get a stretch. Okay, other side. Hand on the opposite side of the head, directly to the side, gentle pull. Take a couple deep breaths. And now you're just going to turn down, same thing, gentle pull. And especially if you are having pain with this, definitely stop. And maybe you can schedule a free evaluation with us and we can figure out what's going on there. And give you some modifications specific to you that'll help. Okay, so with that hunch forward comes this head forward, right? So let's undo that a little bit. You're gonna pull your chin back and relax. And again, this is not an extreme motion. It's just enough to get that spine back in line. We get so used to it sitting forward, right? So pulling back and relax. Pull back. So on my effort scale of 0, I'm 0 laying bed, 10, I'm doing burpees and jumping jacks. This is like a 4. Let's do 3 more. Remember to breathe. Even though it's critical to our daily living, we forget to breathe. Okay. All right, we're gonna work our postural muscles a little bit. Bring your elbows into your sides, palms are up. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your shoulder blades are those big bones right on the right underneath your neck, basically, and we're gonna squeeze those together. So you want to imagine that there's a blueberry back there between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squish it. Now a couple things. Relax your neck with this, so you should be able to move your neck, and relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So they shouldn't be up by your ears here. You want to just squeeze your shoulder blades. So we are really good at contracting these muscles up in here. Not so good at contracting our muscles behind our shoulder blades. So another tip, I'm just going to stand up to show this. You want to make sure that your back isn't swaying like that. Okay, so we're not working our lower back, we're just working the upper back. Okay. let's do 3 more here. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you get a cramp, just try to loosen that up a little bit. These muscles might not have done a whole lot of work recently. Again, being hunched over that computer. So generally, when we're doing this in the clinic, I like to hold this one for 10 seconds and do that 10 times. Let's do one more for good measure. I know I said 3, but let's do one more. Okay, so now our legs have not had to do much work. They've been really relaxed. So we're gonna work our legs just a little bit. We're gonna do sit to stands, or you can do squats. So you're going to stand up, and now you're going to reach back like you're sitting back in the chair, or you can have a seat, that's fine too. And you're gonna come back up. So I am leading with my hips going back. My knees are staying behind my toes. You don't want them to go forward. I know you can't really see my feet, but. All right, so sit back and up. Squeeze your glutes when you come up. Use your glutes. Your weight should be back in your heels. That's why it's nice to have the safety of the chair right behind you. So if you do fall back, that's no big deal. All right, this is 5. We're gonna do 10 more. You wanna keep your chest lifted up toward the ceiling, chin up, so we're not looking down. I think that's 8. 9. And you can put your arms across your chest as you're doing this. You can also, if you have trouble getting up from a seated position, use your hands right on either side of you and push up that way. And as slow as you need to go is perfectly fine. If you're having knee pain with this, I would suggest maybe just doing a little squat here up at the top. Just staying standing. Just a little squat that we call that a mini squat. Okay, I'm just gonna do one more. Okay, and now while we're standing here, hands on the hips, just gonna bend backward. So this one is can be a little problematic if you are having low back pain. So maybe just standing up and contract your abs a little bit, just work on some good posture. If bending backward is painful, I would not recommend doing that. But if it's not painful, you can get a little movement in that lower back. Try to reinforce the fact that we're supposed to have a curve back there. But again, sitting like this, we undo all of that. So let's try to get that curve back a little bit. Okay, let's do 2 more. Awesome. Okay, have a seat again. Just a couple more things to go through. We're gonna do a little, we're gonna do some hip stretching. So take your one leg and you're going to put your ankle on the opposite knee. So there are a couple different ways you can do this. If this is too much of a range of motion for you, try getting a towel and pulling it up that way. So if you pull the towel up around your ankle, then you can kind of hold it here. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. So I'm gonna have you try out both. So you're gonna, and then you're also going to sit like this. So these are 2 different parts of the glute, and whatever is tightest on you, you're gonna feel more of a stretch. So you can either do this figure 4. What we're gonna do is sit up nice and tall, bring your chest forward, so it's like you're trying to lay your chest onto your shin. And you don't wanna round your back as you're doing that. Okay, the other option is to bring your heel closer to your hip, and then bring your, so this is my right knee, I'm bringing it toward my left shoulder, and my left arm is pulling it towards my chest. So play around with that, see which one you feel more. I feel a little bit more with this stretch, and we're just gonna hold it. So in general, normally holding a stretch for about 60 seconds is the most beneficial for you. So I would recommend having a timer next to you, set it for 60 seconds, and hold it. That is the optimal time in order to actually get muscle lengthening and actually make a difference in the muscle length and feel the stretch. Okay, let's switch sides. So again, so now this is my left ankle, going over my right knee. If you need a towel to pull it up, that's fine. Or that leg goes closer, I'm sorry, the heel goes closer to the hip, and then you pull it up towards the opposite shoulder. Just find which one you feel most. Take a few deep breaths. Feel like you're breathing into that stretch and trying to get further into it. One more breath. Good. Okay. The last one we're going to do, I'm kind of combining a hamstring stretch and a nerve stretch. So again, nerves need to be stretched just as much as muscles do. Now, with a little caveat to that is nerves get very easily irritated. So when we do this stretch, I want you to make sure you're only stretching very mildly. So just the very edge of a stretch, okay? We're gonna put one foot out in front of you. And I'm gonna put you're gonna put your arms behind your back and just kind of bend forward a little bit. But one time I'm telling you to have a slightly bad posture. We're just gonna bend forward. Now what I want you to do is flex your foot, so flex meaning this, okay? So we're gonna flex and point, flex, okay? So bending forward, flex, point, and I'm conveniently in a rocking chair, so that's helping me out a little bit. And we're gonna do 20. If that hurts your back, you can support yourself a little bit with the sides of the chair or the armrests. It is in my calf and behind my knee. I have a little bit of nerve tension, so that's where I feel it the most. You might feel it in your hamstring, you might feel it in your butt. Anywhere along that line, it's okay. That's where that nerve is the most, I'll say, stuck, for lack of a better word. Okay, I think we're at about 20, so I'm gonna switch. And same thing, so the other leg straightens out. So my right leg is bent, my left leg is straightened out. I'm gonna lean over that leg a little bit and just flex and point my foot. Twenty times. If you're feeling any numbness or tingling or any burning sensation down the leg, again, either lessen the range of motion that you have or that you're using, or you might have some significant nerve irritation. So it's best to give us a call and see, see if we can clear that up and find out what's causing it and make sure it's nothing more serious. Nerves are nothing to push off to the side. You want to take care of that ASAP. Okay, good. Okay, last thing, just take a nice deep breath in. Straighten up that spine, see if you feel any taller. Okay, and that is it for today. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. I didn't really get to see any of the comments, so I know that Todd's been answering some questions. I've been seeing some things come up on there. If you had any issues with any of those, and if you had any pain, again, please give us a call. Let us help you. But I hope that this felt good. It felt good to move throughout your day. Continue to tune in. So we are doing classes every Wednesday and Friday. So usually on Monday, we send out a little video that tells you what the video is for Wednesday, and vice versa, not vice versa, but so on and so forth, Wednesday for Friday. We'll tell you what the subject is, so make sure you tune in. We also still are doing our giveaways, so if you have shared this post, you can share it once it's posted. You get entered into a drawing to get a free foam roller and lacrosse ball. So we're still doing that, so please still share our posts. We really enjoy, having more and more people. We want to help as many people as possible, so hopefully you found this helpful, and we'll share it with your friends and family. I'm just gonna come up and see if we have any comments. Oh, thanks, Darla. Great, Melody, awesome. Oh, good. It sounds like everybody had a really great class. So thank you again so much for tuning in. These classes are meant to help you stay safe, stay positive, stay strong. So we hope we are helping you out in doing that, helping you in getting moving a little bit during this time. And we're still here. We're still answering emails, seeing people. I'm doing telehealth. We're doing, visits in the office. So whatever you feel is necessary at this time for you, please communicate with us and let us help you. So we hope that we will see you on Wednesday for our next class. And everybody have a great weekend. Bye.